This was needed. This was the right hire. This is a new generation. But there are certain things that need to take place before Barcelona fans jump up and down and herald this as a new coming of success. Because you were the same Barca fans who were jumping up and down and popping off bottles when the man from the road, Kike Setien, said what's up. Well, he also said what's up to 8-2 as well. A new dawn, a new dawn, a new lease of life. Ronald Koeman pretty much has been announced as the new manager of Barcelona. It's all done and dusted. So, but actually, before I really get there, it's your choice. It's a choice. There's no way in hell before I lead Nigeria as a manager at either a Nations Cup or a World Cup. But in this case, before I lead Nigeria for the first time ever as a manager for me in a Nations Cup, there's no way in hell I will take over any other club. No, it doesn't matter how big the club is. So I just think that is just crazy that it's whole. I mean, this is a rare opportunity. But again, maybe what do you mean maybe? He obviously values the Barcelona job a lot more than he does the Netherlands job. Not everyone is a patriotic merchant. So it is what it is. And look, he is a Barcelona legend. He was part of that team that won their first European trophy in how many years? You know, I think he was in the same team as Pep, I believe, and I think Luis Enrique, I think. So he has serious, deep history with them. And I'm sure if you ask Zidane, I think Zidane probably cares more and has more pride for Real Madrid than he does for France. And I think that he maybe feels a closer kinship for Real Madrid than he does for France. So it is what it is. And maybe if Zidane was put in the same position, he would choose Real Madrid if that opportunity arose. It's a good hire because see, this is the key thing here. I don't know where they found Setien from. I really don't know. Once he was announced, I was about to say, okay, it's bad enough that you're sacking Valverde and you're blaming anything on Valverde because Valverde is like the big bad bully. At the very least, replace Valverde with a good quality manager that people know. Nobody has heard of Kike Setien. This guy was selling groundnuts on the road, and they grabbed him from under the bridge from selling groundnuts and said, "Yo, yeah, I beg, take us." And he said, "Oh, you know, all I do, I've been selling groundnuts for the last year. It doesn't matter. Are you sure? All I know is how to sell groundnuts. It doesn't matter." So, what do you think would happen if a groundnut seller was taken out a team to face this Bayern Munich machine? 8-2 happen, and there you go. So for your boy Koeman in there, look, he's a good manager. I think from what he did with Southampton, Everton, I even thought that it was unfair how he was dismissed by Everton. I thought he still did a good job based off the kind of hindrances he had. He has shown that he knows how to work with what he has, and that is the key thing of management. Something that Pep doesn't understand is, can you work with what you have? Can you take an average team and make them a lot better? And I think that's what he did with Holland, because it's a Holland side who are new. Lots of young players. There's no Robben, there's no Van Persie, there's no Kluivert, there's no Davids, there's none of these other amazing players, and he was still able to really get them playing good football, get some good results against Germany, and revitalize the Dutch team. Hence why I'm sad that I won't be seeing him and his leadership lead Holland out, for the Euros, because I think that's a nice, interesting Dutch crew. But for Barcelona, look, man, let's just start there. This is a good hire. Start there. Once his name was brought up, I was like, yes, this guy is good. I think he's a better option than Ten Hag. Ten Hag is another philosophy merchant. Because the beauty about this is that because he played for Barcelona, he understands the essence of what Barcelona are about. He understands the essence of the club. But I think he realizes the gravity of the situation. And he realizes that, this team needs to rebuild. And he will assess things and say, you know what? He's a smart man. He's in his 50s. He knows that, yeah, this is the end of a certain cycle. I can't rekindle the cycle. And I think that was the issue with the certain hire. The certain hire was like, can you just, it's almost like, you have like a broken down car. It's done and over, but let's just a few more months. No, it's done. The car is done, finished. Get a new one. Just it's become a brick now. So for this, he's to revitalize the very essence of Barcelona. But this is the key thing here. Yes, it's a good hire. But now this is now where you look at Bartomeu, and now you look at, I think the new sporting director now is, how much support will he have? How much control will he have? What does the scouting network look like? And can you give him all of the targets that he wants? These are the systematic things. So let's address first with control. Setien didn't have full control. He was coming in with the same thing of like, this is Messi's team. You have to acquiesce to Messi and create whatever Messi needs. And it was okay. It is what it is because these are guys who won the league title so many times and so forth. As of right now, Barcelona are trophyless. So Messi doesn't really have a say in anything. You're the superstar and so forth. But you got attitude. So the key thing now for Koeman is I have to have full control to build this team in my image. I am not here to acquiesce to what the Messi-centric Barcelona system is, which is what Setien did. You've now hired me because you're in desperation. You are in desperation and you are at your lowest point. So at your beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't say, oh, please come. Now you've come. No, do this, do that. No. You hired me. You hire everything that comes with me. My vision, my strategy, my setup, and how I want the culture of the team and the club to set up. So that's the first thing. So the other thing now is scouting. Because see, my whole thing is, because remember when I think I was reading something about how the one of the prospective presidents said, oh, no, I'm going to bring Xavi in and so forth. Okay, yeah, that's cool. What the hell is Xavi going to do? Because it's not just about bringing because see, Xavi, that's a sentimental hire. Oh, it's no. You have to be serious about this. Is that okay? You bring him in. What players does he have? How good is your scouting? What transfer targets can he get? What players can he acquire? How do you build this team? Because this team needs to be built from the ground up. From the ground up. Because that's how football works. That's how life is. That's how football works. Is you have to keep on changing and changing and changing and changing. Like 8-2 was telling. See, I think the football gods said, "Yo, Barcelona, you listening? Roma? Nah. Okay. Are you listening? Liverpool? It's fine. Okay. Boom. 8-1, baby. Oh." Now we listen right now. Boom. I tried to warn you twice before. You didn't listen. I gave you that 8-2 like Pedo. So let's see what the setup looks like. Because the key thing now that he now has is what will the team look like? How will the team play? Is he going to keep the ooze? Is he going to dispose of the ooze? Is he going to keep PK? How many players are going to go? Because what I would like to see, just what I suggest, and this coming just from a football fan who's just looking at this objectively, is a totally new team, a completely new team that plays a different way. That is what is needed, and whether you win or fail, screw that. I think what is needed is that because it's the end of the cycle. That Bayern loss was like, all right, the Xavi, Iniesta, Messi to Alba, Piqué up in there, Busquets doing his thing. It was a superb run. It was a superb run that had the amounts of league titles, Copa del Rey's, the Champions League won. It was one of the most successful runs that we've seen, both domestically and in Europe. Everything that has a beginning has an end. That's just how life is. We are born, we live, and we die. Nothing lasts forever. And with clubs and so forth, there comes a need to revitalize and re-energize and completely do over. And the key thing of when you want to now revitalize and do over, that you have to have the right person in place to implement that. And see, for me, this is Koeman's biggest job. This is his biggest task that he now has to do. But let's look at it. Netherlands were in dire straits. 2 straight major competitions they couldn't qualify for. And everyone said, when Holland are done. He comes in, walks out, does his thing, puts together a crew that are more coherent. Remember, Netherlands, the issue that people have to always say the Netherlands, and that is why they didn't qualify, is the lack of teamwork. They're not together. He came in, you're together, you're now a team, and it is, even if it may be a Netherlands team that don't have the individuals of before, this is one of the most cohesive together groups that I've seen in Netherlands in a long time, which is one of the criticisms of them, because the whole thing of like the black players and the white players all sitting on different tables. So for Koeman coming in, if he can bring in, all right, let's get back to team. Let's get back to we fight for one another. Let's get back to a spirit. Let's get back to we are as one. Because I told you one thing I didn't like. I remember during the whole MSN time, one thing I didn't like was how And it's just something that I noticed how Messi, Cannibal, and Neymar, they just had their own group. And it was them together as a group and everyone else. And they just came in as a group. If I'm a manager, and I hope if Koeman does this, like, Messi, no. You're part of everyone now. Especially as a captain, you should be the one that should stress that we all come in unison as one. There are no little pockets of groups, no friendships and so on. Because I think the key thing is Cannibal, boom, we're getting a new striker, a new thing. So Messi, this is another thing of like, I want my friends to be part of this and so forth. No more comfort zone. And I think Koeman had to say something like this. If you want to succeed, let's work together. Because I know you're the superstar. I know what you're capable of. But trust in me in building this new team to have you in. But you can't come and say, no, because Cannibal is my friend and he was there for my wedding and he was there for my honeymoon and so forth, I want to play with him. No, that's unprofessional. And after 8-2, you don't have, and after your performance in 8-2, relax, chill, just chill, relax, chill. Let me live. So Lekman should be high. It should be high, but will he succeed? For me, Barcelona are Barcelona. Barcelona found success during the Romario era, during the Pep Guardiola and Koeman's era, even so much during the Ronaldo era under that Newcastle boss, the Rivaldo. It's Barcelona. And I think Barcelona, based on their history and the club and the brand, they will always attract players. But, they're going through a hard time right now. And if I'm a betting man, Real Madrid are looking high right now. But, I think with the right support, right scouting network and so forth, and the freedom for Koeman to come in and have full control over transfers, player acquisition, and how he wants to form his team, I think there is a chance that he may do something very interesting with this Barcelona side. But it's all dependent on the supporting cast around him. Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy.